Han, what is loom again?
Okay, one second. Hi, this is Mr. Han, coding teacher, and today is what today? Today is Friday, June 12th, 2020, and I'm doing a 1-hour private session with my student. And what's your name, student?
Tanay.
Tanay. Okay. I'm sorry. You had a question?
Yeah. What is loom?
I'm sorry. What? What is loom?
Mr. Han, you're frozen.
You need to. Can you increase your volume? It's hard to hear what you're saying. I need to. Okay, I'm gonna try to increase the volume because I can't hear you that well. I don't know why. Okay, I think it was reset. Okay. Here, I'm sorry.
Wait, could you explain it again? Cause you were frozen the whole time.
Okay. I don't know. What was I explaining? I don't know.
What was
okay, so today try to keep your face in the camera, okay? Your mother and father, they don't want to see your face chopped off like this, okay? They want to see your face. Okay. Okay, so we're continuing with variables. So I'm working I'm working with you on your variables badge. Okay. So and also we're going to do lots of live coding, so try to review as much of the material as possible. Watch the Loom videos, okay?
Okay.
Watch the Loom videos, okay?
Mr. Han,
yes.
Will I have to do share screen today?
Yeah, we'll do like 5-10 minutes of it. Well, you're only 8, and Addy is 11, and his typing is better. But that's because he's had more experience typing. So so that's the other thing you need to do is work on your typing. I'm not a typing tutor. So you need to practice that on by yourself, okay? When you have
I have typing tutor app.
Yeah, you can use there's a lot of them. There's like a racing game. I don't know what the name of it, I forget. There's a racing game that some former students they used. It helps them to learn how to type. Probably in 3 to 5 years, we'll get rid of that, and people will just be speaking into their computers. But right now, it's not perfect. It's much better than what it was, but it's still not a perfect system. It can still make a lot of mistakes. So you have to go back and fix it. Okay, 1 second. I'm sorry?
I love voice typing.
Well, that's the future, but we're not exactly there yet. Not exactly there yet.
What do you mean? On Google Docs, they have voice typing.
I mean, is it perfect? No, it's not perfect though.
No,
but it's not perfect.
Like you just do Shift Control S on Google Docs and then you can voice type.
Well, and what do you think? And what was your experience? Was it good? Did it make mistakes? Did it make mistakes?
A few. Like one time I didn't know what to say, so I stopped it for a second, and then when I put it back on, the first letter was capital instead of lowercase because I stopped in the middle of a sentence.
Right, because it's a computer program. It's not. It can't see you. It's just listening, so it has to make a lot of guesses.
Yep.
Okay, so blah blah blah. Let's see. Okay, so for your variables badge, you need to know how to create an integer variable, a string variable, and a Boolean variable. Okay. And then here we have an exercise. And let me see. And then we have some questions. Okay, let's review this. Okay, so Tanay, can you explain to me in your own words what a variable is? Can you explain to me in your own words what a variable is? Are you frozen? I think you're frozen.
Master Han, you're frozen.
You were frozen too. We were both frozen.
Oh.
Can you tell me in your own words what a variable is?
I think it's like storage, basically.
Right, storage.
For values.
So you could how would you describe to me if I was from another planet and I only understood very basic English?
Like what?
Okay, what would you use? Okay, how about your brother? Your brother is 2 years old. How would you show him what a variable is? What props would you use?
I would use computers.
No, not a computer. He doesn't understand what a computer is. What would you use in your house to show him what a variable is? How could you show him physically?
I would use a box.
Okay, well, okay, you can use a box. Okay.
And then I would say, look here. So Bhaiya is a value, okay? Bhaiya will go in the box, which is called variable. And then he says, then I'll ask him, what is the box called? And then he'd probably say babu.
Bad word.
No, he wouldn't say bad words. He'd be like,
well,
babu.
you have a toy chest, right?
Yeah.
You have a big box to keep all your toys, okay? So a variable would be like a toy chest, but you could only keep like one toy in it. So if you had one toy chest and then you put in one toy, then the toy would be the value, and then the toy chest would be the variable, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Or boxes, yeah. You get a lot of stuff from your parents probably buy a lot of stuff from Amazon Canada?
Yep, definitely.
So they come in boxes, right? So a box could be a package, and then inside the box could be whatever you bought, right? Paper towels.
Yep.
Hand sanitizer, face masks.
Yep.
A Lego set for you, right?
Oh yeah, I love Lego.
Right, or a toy for I'm sorry, Anun? What? Ane?
Ane. You just take the T out of my name and then
Ane. Okay. Okay, Ane. Sorry. Ane. Okay, so like Ane, right? So he could play with the box and he could like take all the stuff out and then he could put something in the box, right?
Yeah.
If Ane wrote an X on the box, right? What would the name of what would the name of the variable be?
X.
X, right? Okay. Now, what happens inside the computer? We cannot see that. It's too small, right?
Yeah.
Can you see inside your computer?
Well, I would have to take apart.
But even if you did, could you tell me which part was the variable in the computer?
No.
No. You couldn't, because it's all tiny, tiny, tiny transistors.
Yep.
Smaller than a hair. How can you see that? You can't.
Sometimes I can't even see a hair.
Right. Can you see an electron? Can you see electricity?
With the microscope?
No, you can't see it. No one can see it. You can see the light, but you can't see the electrons. Okay? Okay. Tanay, do you remember what hard coding is? What is hard coding?
Hard coding is like I read the thing you did about hard coding and soft coding.
What do we call soft coding? When we soft code, what do we use?
Like more lines of code than just like we use variables.
Right, very good. When we use variables, it's soft coding. So what's the opposite of not using variables?
The opposite of not using variables is soft coding.
No. The opposite of using variables is soft coding. What is the opposite of soft coding then?
Hard coding.
Right. And what is hard coding?
Hard coding is code without variables.
Right. You're not using variables. What are you using instead?
You're using just values.
Right. Fixed values, right? They don't change.
Fixed values.
So what happens to your code if you don't use variables? what happens? How would we describe programs that don't use variables?
It'll stay the same no matter what.
Right. It can only give you one answer.
Yep.
That's not a program. That's not a, you don't want to play a video game where in the early 70s, the first video games, every time you played the game, if after you finished playing the game, you didn't want to play it again. You know why?
Why?
Because it was the same game over and over.
Well,
every level was the same. It never changed. So once you finish, okay, you froze again. Okay, we're back. Okay. Okay, if a coder codes the same variable twice or more, what do we call this? Do you know what we call this? How would you describe this to your brother? Is it good or bad if somebody codes the same variable twice or more?
It will be very, very not good.
Not good, right?
Good. Because then the Python interpreter, the Python interpreter will be like syntax error, something.
No, you're not going to get syntax error. The Python interpreter won't care. They won't care. Here, let me see if I can find an example here. Okay.
Master Han, how long have I done Python?
This is your third month. This is the beginning of your third month.
Okay.
Okay, so look at all this code, right? I'm just gonna get rid of it. I'm just gonna turn it off.
Triple quotes. Master Han?
Yes, sir.
Is it possible to have triple quotes? Like you can do
I just did.
Quotes?
They're triple quotes. So what that does is turns everything off in between.
Master Han, I can only see a portion of your screen. I think you should zoom out. I think it's zoomed in.
Is zoomed in too much?
Yeah, definitely.
Okay, so can you see what I'm typing?
No, it's still zoomed in. Let me try. Wait, Master Han, could you give me control so I can try to zoom out?
Let me try it once. Give me 1 second. It might be, yeah, there might be a lot of traffic, so it might be frozen there. How's that? Is it any better?
It's loading still. Oh yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Can you see what I'm typing?
Num1 equals 5.
Right. So what did I do here?
Num1 equals 3.
So
you get a name error, right?
No, it's not going to give me a name error.
Will it give you any type
1 second, 1 second. So I run the code, right?
Yep.
And there are no errors. There are no errors. But I'm going to do a print. I'm going to do a print. Oops, I spelled print wrong. Okay, I'm going to run the code. Okay, you see here, right on the right side?
Oh my God.
Everything printed, right?
Oh my God.
Okay. Now in Python, when you create a variable, you create the variable when you Tanay, your face is chopped off again.
Oh.
When you create a variable, it creates a variable when you assign it a value. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
So this is fine. I mean, it's not a problem. Now in other languages, you can declare the variable but not give it any value. Okay?
Wait, what do you mean other languages?
Other languages work differently.
Like, what do you mean
Okay.
other languages? You mean like Hindi or Australian or stuff?
No, I'm talking other coding languages.
Coding language. Oh.
Yeah, other coding languages. Okay.
I thought you meant other like
So in
languages.
Python, this is fine. It's not a problem. Now, this is something we don't want to do though. What did I do here?
Num1 equals 5.0.
What's the difference between the first line 3 and line 5? What's the difference?
The difference is 0.0.
So what kind of variable is num1 at line 3? Nope. And then what kind of variables does num1 become at line 5?
At line 5, it is float. At line 1, it is integer. Oh.
Okay, good. Do you think a coder should be doing that?
Not if they want the computer to explode in their face.
Well, typically now in Python, you can change the type of data. You can change the kind of variable, but in other languages, you cannot do that. Okay? So Python gives the coder a lot of freedom.
Yeah.
Okay? But with freedom is a superpower, right?
Basically, it is.
But you have to be responsible.
Yeah, on how you.
Right. So normally you do not want to do this, although Python lets you do it. You don't want to first make num1 an integer variable, and then on line 5 you make it a float variable. Okay. Oops, you're frozen again. Okay, so you do not want to make an integer variable and then make it a float variable. Okay?
Master Han, could you run the code and let's see what happens?
I'm sorry, what?
Could you run the code and let's see what happens?
Yeah, 1 second. Good idea. Okay. Oops, I did something wrong. I need to rename everything now. Okay, do you see what I'm doing?
Yeah.
Okay, so num1 underscore int and num1 underscore float, are they two different variables?
Yes.
Yeah, because their names are different, right? Okay, so when I run the code, oops, I did something wrong. Oops, I did that wrong. Sorry. Okay, so when I run the code, right? So I have an num1 that's an integer, num1 underscore int, and num1 underscore FLT float, right? They're two different variables. Is this better?
Yes.
Okay, I'm not using the same variable, right? They're two different variables, right?
Yeah, but Mr. Han.
Yes.
Could you delete the int and FLT and we'll see what happens?
Well, you're going to get an error then, right?
I know, but I want to see what type of error.
Okay, so it's going to give us a name error. Yeah, name error. Okay. So you would have to change this to what we had before. I would have to go back to num1, right?
Okay.
Okay. Now this will work because all the names match up. Okay. Okay. So you really don't want a coder who's going to declare. Now declare is not the same as create. Okay. I'm sorry. Declare is not the same as assign. Okay.
Okay.
So it's like we have a box. Let your Tanay, your brother, he has a box and he wrote the letter X on it, right?
Yeah.
And can Tanay write yet or no? He can't write, right?
No.
No. Okay. So if he writes an X, that's easy, right? So Tanay and Tanay writes X on a cardboard box, right? And an opened Amazon Canada box, right? But there's nothing inside the box. Okay?
Okay.
There's nothing inside the box. Okay?
Okay.
Now, in other languages, you can do that. You can make a variable with nothing inside. Okay? But in Python, you can't do that. You have to put when you create a variable, you create a variable when you put something inside the box. So imagine you have a Lego set, right? Let's say you have a Harry Potter Lego set, model number 111, right?
Okay.
Okay. So you can't have an Amazon cardboard box with an X on it. You have to have something to put in the box first. You got that? Tanay, your face is chopped off. Okay.
Again?
Your parents don't want to see your face chopped off. Okay. If you assign a variable different value, does the okay. So if I have, so look, we're going back here, right? Let's do this, okay? So in line 3, I put the integer 5 inside num1, and then in line 5, I put the integer 3, right? What happened to the 5?
What happened to the 5?
What happened to integer 5? What happened?
He went outside of his house.
It's gone, right?
Yeah.
No, what's inside num1?
Now what's inside?
After line 5, what's inside num1?
After line 5, the thing that will be in num1 will be the number 3.
The integer 3, right? What happened to the 5? Can we get the 5 back?
Sorry.
There's nothing else inside, right?
Goodbye.
Okay, we lost it. It's gone. Okay.
Goodbye.
Okay. Do you remember how to do this? To do the swap?
The swap. You mean like the comma swap or the?
You can do either one. I don't really care.
The comma swap, definitely.
Okay, so we have this situation, right?
Okay.
We have a num1 and a num2, correct? Okay. So how do I swap? How do I use Python to swap? How do I swap the numbers? I want 3 and 5, 5 and 3 to swap positions. So what do I need to do? What do I need to do? What do I need to put in line 7? I'm going to give you control.
Okay.
I'm going to give you control. Okay, you have control.
Okay, gonna go over here.
No. What are you doing? I said line 7. You need to type something in line 7.
Let me just go over here.
Okay, line 7. It's empty. What do we need to put in line 7 to do the swap?
Is the thing in line 7? I don't know.
Line 7, it's empty. What do we need to put in line 7?
Okay. I need to put 1.
Okay, what do we need to do next? You have to give it a second because it's because if you click more than once, then it's going to stop itself. Try again. Just click once and stop. Just click only one time and just give it a second. I think you're moving the mouse too fast. Just put it over the triangle and just give it wait one click and just wait. I don't know, something's Try again. You're moving. I think you're just fiddling. You're moving the mouse too fast.
Wait, I think I know the problem. Here.
Yeah, just click and just let it run. It takes it because it's a lag. There's a lag here. I don't know. Something's not working.
Master Han.
Here, I'll do it. 1 second. Okay, so did the 5 and 3 swap positions?
Yeah, it's 5, 3, 3, 5.
Okay.
Instead of.
Can you do this? Can you do this in any other coding language? Can you do this num1 comma num2 equals num2 comma num1? Can you do that in other languages?
No.
No, you cannot. Right.
I'm afraid not.
You cannot. Okay. Okay. Does coding teach you how to think? Does coding teach you how to think, Tanay?
Think about what?
I don't know. Solve problems? Did you know how to think before you met me, or did you need me to teach you how to think?
Think about what? I don't know what you mean.
When you need to solve a problem.
Like a coding problem or a math?
Any kind of problem.
Coding teaches me to think when I'm solving a coding problem, like modulus or a quiz card. We haven't done those in a long time. Quiz card.
Don't worry, we're gonna be doing them. So what I teach students is coding teaches you how to think like a computer. Okay? Because the coder has to understand how the computer thinks, works, right? So that you can code correctly, right? Okay? Okay, can you open up Turtle on your web browser, and we have you do it because there's a lot of lag.
Wait, should I share my screen first?
I think you should open it up first and then share it.
Okay. Coding.
And I forgot to lock the room.
Trinket. And now I'm gonna go back to Zoom. Share screen. Share. Wait, Master Han, do you see my screen?
Yeah, I see your screen.
Okay, I'm going up here.
Right.
Art.
Just make a new trinket. No, just make a new trinket.
Just make a new trinket?
Yeah, make a new trinket because I don't want you to mess up your other code.
Okay. Oops. For some reason, I went into my Google Classroom. Okay. Coding, trinket. New trinket. Python or Python.
Well, there's only one option.
Python.
Yeah. Okay, so let's code an integer, a float, and a string. And a Boolean too. Let's do all 4. Float,
wait, do I
integer,
have to
float.
do like
what?
Do I have to do like print?
Yeah, I want it. Well, if you don't print anything, we won't see anything. Okay. We won't see any output. Integer, float, string, Boolean. Today, QWERTY doesn't make any sense. It doesn't mean anything to anybody, okay? Why don't you use egg, spam, ham, egg, spam, ham, egg? Why don't you use that? Because the Python, if you actually know Python, then that's a very common variable naming scheme. When you teach Python, people will use that. Yeah.
Do I do print equalize or just print space eggs?
No. What do we need? It starts with a P.
Parentheses?
Parentheses, yes.
Wait,
every time.
eggs
Look, when we did turtle graphics, right? Every command had a what? What did you see with every command? Forward, backward, left, right, go to, pen up, pen down, begin, fill, end fill. What did you see all the time? What do they have? Parentheses, right? Same thing with print. Print is a command. So you need to have parentheses.
Okay.
Okay,
well,
but
I'm just gonna run it just to make sure.
eggs need to be inside.
Oh.
You left the eggs outside the parentheses. You need inside the parentheses. I don't want to see a space between the T and the parentheses, please. Okay, let's keep it tight. Okay, thank you.
Just gonna run it just to make sure.
Okay, sure. Okay, so that's an integer. Let's get a float, a string, and a Boolean.
Float, okay. Spam equals.
You never ate spam, right?
No.
Nah, it's not that good.
Okay. Wait, which one do I have to do now?
Boolean and string. Boolean and a string.
Okay.
In any order, don't worry. You can use eggs, spam, egg, ham. Have you ever eaten ham?
Yeah.
Really? Okay. You like ham?
Yeah, my parents ate Canadian bacon.
Right, it is Canadian bacon, right? You wouldn't be eating ham in India, though.
No.
No. Well, if you live in Canada, you can't. It's hard to not eat Canadian bacon, right? It's everywhere.
Yeah.
Well, if you don't print it, you're not going to see anything. So.
Right. I forgot. T. Okay. Wait, I forgot how to make a Boolean.
What is a Boolean?
True or false?
Right, that's all you have to do, yeah. Well, but you have to put that inside something. You can't just have a true without anything inside of it. You got to put it in, it's a value that you put inside of a variable. So what do we need to put inside of it?
True was a variable.
No. True is not a variable, it's a value. True and false are values. Okay, so how are we going to see that? What do we need to do now? What's missing, Tanay? Okay. Okay. So true with a capital T and false with a capital F, those are keywords in Python. You cannot use them as variable names.
Wait, Master Han?
Yes.
I'm gonna
I lost you, I think. Are you still there, Tanay? Tanay?
Master Han, can you hear
Yes.
me?
Right. Change the true to false. Change the true to false.
Wait, what's this?
What? I don't know. You clicked on something. Change the true to false.
Okay, let me just run this real quick. Okay, run that. Wait, Master Han?
Yes.
I'm gonna change all the values and then I'm gonna see what happens.
Leg?
Whoa, cool.
Now, in the real world, this is not how it works. The coder is not going to go in and change the value. The values will either come from a user, a human, or it might come from another computer, or it might be inside a file. Okay? You know what a file is, right?
Yep.
Okay? So like your Word document or a spreadsheet or a picture, those are all files. Okay? So usually you're not going to be, the coder is not going to go in and change these values. Okay?
I'm just turning it back to all its original value.
Yeah, that's fine. Okay, you can stop the share.
Okay.
Okay, good job.
I'm going back to training.
Good job. That's funny. When you do the share, there's like a echo. Interesting.
Weird. Start video and stop share.
Okay. There's still an echo? Interesting.
Wait, is there an echo?
Yeah, there seems to be an echo. I don't know why.
For some reason, you're not echoing.
Is it just me? I only see here the echo. Okay. Okay. So okay.
Echo faintly.
Well, it is what it is. So okay. So exercise 0. Okay, you did that. You coded an integer, a string, Boolean, and you coded float. Okay. Okay, so now this is going to get harder. So this, I want you to code 4 lines of code. Create a string variable with the value hello world. Then I want you to print the string. Then I want you to change the string value to whatever you want. And then what?
How do I change the value?
You just did it before.
I did?
Yeah, you took QWERTY and replaced it with leg.
Oh yeah, but I just pressed the delete button on that.
Well, yeah, but look, it says assign it a different string value. So what do you need to do?
Delete.
How do we assign a value? How do you assign a variable a different value?
No. Oh yeah, you do the variable name.
Right, variable name and what?
Value.
I'm sorry?
Then your new value.
Yeah, okay. Okay, so it's going to be 4 lines of code, okay? Create a string that says hello world. Print the string hello world. And then give it a new value, string value, and then print that, okay? So
do I do it now or later?
no, we have plenty of time. Okay, so I want you to share your screen and show me that. Okay.
Share screen. Do that one. Whoa, 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 whoa. Okay.
Okay, so just get rid of all that. Let's clean everything out.
How do I do that? I think I'll just do this. I've eradicated all of Earth's population. And then I'm looking to run the code. Nothing comes.
Nothing comes out. Okay, so So let's start. Come on. 4 lines of code. I'm waiting.
Okay.
What is that? Oh, W? I don't know. Are you still there, Tanay? Are you frozen? Am I frozen?
Yes, I think.
Okay. Ah, that's not a string. What's missing?
Space? Oh, no, double quotes.
And let's put a space between hello and world. I mean, is that how you type your book reports? No spaces?
Sometimes. I don't even. We
Well,
don't.
you're not going to get a good grade if you squish all the words together with no spaces.
Master Han, we don't have book reports. We have like discussion questions where we like.
Okay, I don't know. I'm 50 years old. I haven't been. I don't. That was a long time. Going to elementary school was a long time. Okay. I don't know what you guys do now. Okay. What's the second thing we want to do?
The second thing will be. I know.
Okay, what's the third line of code we need to do? What are you going to do the third line? And what is missing? Okay. A string is words between double quotes. If you don't have the double quotes, it's not a string.
Got it.
Python will assume it's a variable name.
Okay. Okay. Now, E-R-I-N-T. Oh, wait. I accidentally do Q, not P. Current. What does that even mean, current?
I don't know. That's your own special command. I don't know.
Hello world. QWERTY.
Okay, good. Okay, you can stop the share.
Okay. I am the pizza man. I give you pizza for good price. Pizza man.
Pizza man. No, you don't want to sell cheap pizzas. You want to sell only gourmet. You want to sell that $1,000 pizza with gold on top, okay? If you're going to sell pizza, sell the most expensive pizza.
What?
You know how many pizzas you have to make every day if you sell it for like for cheap? You'd have to make a lot of pizza, okay? You don't want to do that. You want to spend all day in a hot kitchen today?
Yes.
No. I worked at Chick-fil-A for 3 months inside the kitchen. It's not nice. It's really hard.
I love Chick-fil-A.
Yeah, well, it's nicer to eat the food, not to actually work inside the kitchen. Okay. I worked at a very nice place. Everyone was very nice to me. But
did you, Master Han? Did you get to like taste the food?
Well, they would give you a free meal with each. Unfortunately, it was not healthy. Fried food. It's because it's oil. You know, they use a lot of oil, so it's not don't eat too much of it.
But it's so good.
I'm sorry?
But it's so good. Why should I eat it?
Yeah, it's good, but it is. Come on, Tanay. Is that health food? Should you be eating Chick-fil-A every day?
If I was allowed.
No. You don't want to do that. Come on.
Master Han, there's a game on Google I want to share with you after you're done recording.
Okay, so I think we've done everything on the this is the variables badge, so I think you've done everything. Okay, so I think you've done everything. Okay.
Master Han, can I go wash my hands?
Yeah, sure. I just want to make sure I get the. Where is it? Okay. So with your variables, no, where is it? Oops, I skipped. Where is this thing? Okay, here we go. Okay. Oh, that's how I did it? Okay, so with your variables badge, you get 100 XP, 100 coins, and an additional magic number. Okay.
Yeah.
So.
Master Han, did you already do the magic number roll for this week?
We're gonna. Well, that would be today, right? So we're gonna do that today.
Okay.
Okay, 1 second, and I can't.
We have
I have to go.
10 rolls, right?
I'm sorry.
How many rolls do we do? 10?
Well, I'm getting busier and busier. So, what I'm gonna be doing is, let's see, where are you here?
I'm
so what we're gonna. I'm sorry.
I was number 19.
So get a piece of. You have a piece of paper and a pencil, right?
Yeah, I have a notebook right here.
Okay.
All my pencils are cracked. What is this?
Why are they all cracked?
I don't know.
You don't. They're your pencils.
What is this? What is this madness?
They're your pencils, not mine. How come they're all cracked?
Because they're very weak.
Oh, we're blaming the pencils, huh? Maybe you're very strong.
Are we doing quiz cards?
We're actually running out of time, so. Okay, so I'm gonna add 100 XP. Okay, 100 XP here. Okay. And I'm adding 100 coins.
900 coins, yes.
I don't know why it's not showing up here. Why is it not showing up here? Hello?
It says 306 and 900.
Okay. So now your XP is now at 306 and your coins at 900 and I'm gonna copy. Okay, so the variables. Okay, so now you have the variables badge. Okay. I'm updating your Code Fighter stats here. Okay. Okay, so here. Because I'm adding, so starting on Fridays, I'm teaching 2 classes. So I'm getting busier and busier. So I'm gonna need to.
Wait,
I need to make it a little easier for me to do these So what I'm gonna do now is I'm just gonna make it magic numbers. Okay. And what's gonna happen is the number that you get here. So okay, so you get so you can pick 3 random numbers, any 3 numbers between 1 and 100. Okay.
Okay.
So
Do I have to pick them right now?
You can, yeah, whatever, you can pick whatever 3 numbers you want between 1 and 100. Okay.
46.
Okay, we updated that. You doing that?
Yeah, 46 and
46 and what? Oh, I think you're frozen.
46, 24, and 90.
46, 24, and 90?
Yeah.
Okay, 46, 20. Okay, I'm bringing up my simulated dice.
Okay.
Okay. And you said 46,
22, and 90.
22,
and 90.
And 90. 46, 22, 22?
Yeah.
46, 22, and 90. Okay.
Wait, 46, 24, and 90.
Okay, 46, 24, 90. Okay.
46, 24, and 90.
Okay. Because I don't want to keep taking forever, so I'm going to cut it down to 5 rolls, okay?
Okay.
Roll number 1. I'm sorry, I'm going to stop the share.
Roll number 1.
Roll number 1 is?
80.
What is that?
80.
Oh, wah, wah. Roll number 2 is?
16.
Wah, wah. Roll number 3 is?
What does that say? 47.
Wah, so close. Wah. That was close, right? Roll number, this is 4, right? Roll number 4?
Yep. What does it say? 88.
Oh, wah, wah. Roll number 5 is? Roll number 5 is? Wah, wah. No loot box for you. Well, the loot box had nothing inside. Have you ever bought Roblox has loot boxes, right? Doesn't Roblox have loot boxes?
Like what's a loot box? For example, like you get
well,
random stuff?
usually either they give it to you for free or you pay for it, and then like like a box opens up, a treasure box opens up, and then you may get something, you want, or you may get something you don't want.
Well, there are lots of games inside of Roblox. Roblox has hundreds of games, so maybe one of them has that.
Well, what kind of prizes do they give you?
I don't know, because I've never played those kinds of games before. I usually play other games like.
And you get nothing from the game? Doesn't give you anything?
Well, you have to do some work, and then you like level up or something.
Right.
Like you.
Basically, what I do.
In Legends of Speed, you have to get a certain amount of steps before you level up.
And then what do you get?
When you level up, you get a new level. And then when you get to your max level, you rebirth. Then you get a higher max level. You rebirth higher.
And that's what I'm doing too, right?
Yeah. But when you rebirth, you start at level 1.
Okay, so can you see what I'm doing? Okay, so next week, so every week you get one. Why is this not changing?
Magic number.
You get one magic number, and you can earn more magic numbers depending on your performance. So this is our new stats. Okay, 900 coins, 306 XP, and next week, not this week, because we're finished now. Okay, and you have your swapping values badge, your modulus badge, your values badge, and a variables badge. Okay.
Yay!
Okay. Now I've already made a list badge. So that's the next thing you'll be working on, okay?
I read that thing, and I told my mom I would do it later, because I needed help with that.
Well, if you have any questions, you can ask me, okay?
And how do you even loop through the list? That doesn't make sense.
Well, you don't do it, the computer does it. So in this example, right? So we have apple, banana, cherry, right?
Yeah.
So what the computer is going to do is, so the computer is, so you said 4x in this list, right? The computer is going to start with apple, okay?
Then it's going to go to banana.
Then it's going to print apple. Then it's going to do banana next, and then it's going to print banana. Then it's going to go cherry next and print cherry, and then it stops because there's only 3 things in the list.
So it's like...
So imagine this. You have a shopping list, right? So let's say we have a shopping list, right? Imagine I have a shopping list here on my phone, right? Are you there, Tanay? You're frozen. Okay, so imagine there's a shopping list, right, on my phone, right?
Okay.
So let's say 4x in shopping list. Buy X. Okay? You can understand that, right? 4x in shopping list, buy X, right?
Buy X.
So what is the first thing we're going to buy? What are the 3 things on the shopping list?
Apple, banana, and...
Tanay, stop that. You're making me dizzy. Apple, banana, cherry, right?
Yep.
So 4x in shopping list. So buy what? What do I buy first?
Buy X. Like buy apple first.
Right, buy apples first, okay. So I buy the apples and I go back to the shopping list. What is the second thing I buy?
The second thing will be the banana.
Bananas, right? I buy that, then I go back to the list, and what is the next thing I buy?
The next thing you buy will be the cherry.
Cherries, right? Then I go back to the list and I check the list. What is the next thing that I buy?
Then you are finished. Hooray! You get to go home and play video game.
So I stop, right? Because I bought the apples, then I bought the cherry, I bought the bananas, and I bought the cherries, and that's it. There were only 3 things on the shopping list, right? So if you go with your mother to the supermarket, right? You buy all the things on the shopping list, then you go home, right?
Honey, you get
There's nothing else to do because you bought everything on the list, right? Then you stop, right?
Or what if you forgot
you
needed something? Then that's...
I'm sorry?
You forgot you needed something.
Well, then you need to go back into the list and you have to add it, right? You have to add it to the list, right?
Well, you don't need to since you're already at the shopping.
Well, the computer is not going to do that.
But
the computer is only going to buy the things you put in the shopping list, and then it's just going to come back home, right?
Okay.
So if you wanted to buy something else, then what do you have to do? You have to give it a new what?
New fruit.
What?
You have to give it a new variable.
Well, what variable do you need to give it? You need to give a what? You need to change the variable, right? You need to give it a new what?
You give it a new item.
You need to give it a new shopping list, right?
Oh my God.
What did we give the computer? What did we give the robot first? We gave it this shopping list, right? Apples, cherry, banana, right?
Yeah.
It went and bought all these things, right? And came back home, right? Then you said, "Oh, we forgot this." Then you have to give the robot a new what?
List of
right.
things.
You need to give a new list. Okay. If the list has only one thing, it's still a list. Okay. It's just a list of one item, right?
Yep.
Right. Okay. So it's not that complicated. Okay.
Yep.
Okay. Okay. So I will see you next week, and if you have any questions, and I already have a Loom video. I already have a Loom video. So if you look at the Loom in the Google Classroom, you'll be able to see that Loom video, okay? And it talks about lists, okay?
They're fine.
I'm sorry?
Which one? They're fine.
It has a title, Tanay. It has a title. They all have titles.
Okay, but which one will I pick?
I'm sorry?
Which one will be
Tanay, it says on the title what the video teaches you, okay?
I know, but which video should I pick? All of them? Like, do I have to do all of them?
Well, I would like you to watch all of them, but I want you to, we're going to be working on the list, your lists badge. So you need to watch the list one, the Loom video that talks about lists, okay?
Okay.
Okay? Okay. Okay, so you did a good job. I'm really happy. I'll see you next week, okay? Take care.
Thank you.
Stay safe, stay healthy. Okay, you're awesome. Stay awesome. Okay, Tanay?
Yes, thank you.
Okay, bye-bye.